Carlos De La Vara and Keenan the Lion Jackson. Fight number 4 here. Arizona hosting New Mexico. The Apollos with a 10-0 lead as we take a look at the tail of the tape presented by Fighter Skin.
Keenan Jackson with a slight height advantage, but his advantage should be on the ground because he's a great wrestler.
Absolutely. Coming out of Jackson Wink, the Lion, Keenan Jackson in the black trunks, trimmed in green, and in the maroon for Arizona is Carlos De La Vara. Remember, Arizona with a 10-0 lead. This is fight number 4. New Mexico shut out so far. They didn't come all the way across New Mexico into the hills of northern Arizona, Frankie, to lose, and they have a lot of pride in that gym. This should be something where they could look to get on the board here with Keenan Jackson, one of the strongest fighters on their team.
Keenan Jackson with those underhooks. Now establishing, put him up against the fence. Got this double leg takedown. Let's see if he comes. Let's pop that head up.
Does a lot of work with Holly Holm. He's one of those guys at Jackson Wink that the pros will bring in to wrestle with them as they get ready for their big-time fights. And you look at other fighters out there like Cowboy Cerrone, John Dodson. This is a great lineup of fighters. The natural-born killer, Carlos Condit, and, of course, the great John Jones, all out there at Jackson Wink.
Kind of what he's establishing here is he's just establishing, putting him up against the fence. Now he's slowly climbing up, to take his back.
Now I know why they call him the Lion. You ever see the lion with the gazelle as the lion just sinks the teeth into the neck and drags the gazelle to the ground? It looks like that's what Jackson is doing to De La Vara here.
Worst place to be with the wrestlers. One hook in, raining down punches, ground and pound on him.
Also a military vet is Keenan Jackson, the Lion, looking to get New Mexico and Jackson Wink on the scoreboard here. So far, De La Vara able to do nothing against the brute strength of Keenan Jackson.
Full mount established here by Keenan Jackson. Really, De La Vara has to do something, bump the hips, really try to scoot, try to get something here, but it looks like Jackson just has too much control. Both hooks in. Now he's trying to look for that rear naked choke. Looks like it's deep.
Bad mistake by De La Vara. Bad mistake by De La Vara. Looking to get up, Frankie, and avoid those punches from Jackson. Just turn right into that choke.
That's high-level wrestling.
Let's take a look at the fight highlights presented by Fighter Skin.
De La Vara aggressive early, but it was the wrestling and just kind of the dominance of Keenan Jackson. Established that control, raining down punches, full mount, sunk the choke in, and that was it. Impressive. Deep choke by Keenan Jackson. That's high-level wrestling. Let's go back into the cage for the official decision. With that finish, Keenan Jackson put 6 points on the board in impressive fashion for New Mexico. With 2 fights left, it's still anyone's match to win.
The Elite Amateur Fight League, America's only fan-owned sports league. Sports fans, here's your once-in-a-lifetime chance to become owners in the sports industry. The business of sports is funded by us, the fans, but the profits are collected by a handful of owners who are rich to begin with.
My name's Jesse Nunez, the founder of the Elite Amateur Fight League, and we're here to fix that.
We want to open the gates of sports industry ownership to the fans.
It's really simple. Instead of being owned by elite businessmen, we want the Elite Amateur Fight League to be owned by sports fans.
Making the EAFL the world's first fan-owned sports league.
Over the last 5 years, we've invested our own time and money to build the country's first team versus team, state versus state, amateur MMA tournament. And now that we have teams from coast to coast with the most talented fighters from the industry's biggest gyms, it's time to hit the accelerator.
Our plan is to raise $500,000 to fund the growth of the league by giving our fans an opportunity to become equity owners in the next big sports league.
And every dime that is raised will go directly back into the league.
We think this opportunity is similar to investing in the UFC 20 plus years ago. And when we're successful, the fans will.
You mean the owners?
That's right. The owners will all share in the reward.
It's so obvious that this platform is long overdue. If we don't do it, someone else will. Whether you invest a big sum of money or as little as $100, you'll still be part owners of the league.
Imagine the NFL or the NBA if there was no NCAA. Surprisingly, that was the state of the mixed martial arts industry. a billion-dollar business with no national amateur platform. Season 1 was televised and included fighters from 4 states, where Dan Henderson's Team Quest, coached by UFC fighter Sam Alvey, took the first national title in South Bend, Indiana.
In our second season, we added Northern California with fighters from Team Alpha Male and crowned New Mexico, featuring fighters from the world-famous Jackson Link Academy as Season 2 national champs.
And finally, in Season 3, we added the East Coast with Virginia,
And fighters from American Top Team in Florida.
stretching our reach from coast to coast.
My name is Doug Gelman, and I coach out of the ATT Sunrise, the Elite Amateur Fight League. We give a great opportunity for people throughout the country, from the East, West, Midwest, the South, to see those fighters build a fan base. And the Elite Amateur Fight League is going to give these people the opportunity to do that.
We want to find 1 million MMA fans, hell, sports fans, to become part owners of this league.
If we're able to achieve that with the support of MMA fans, who would also be owners, we would instantly become one of the most influential companies in the sports industry.
With your support, we can build the future of MMA. Come get in the cage with us. Answer the bell. Be part of the future, the Elite Amateur Fight League. The future fights here.